Go for it.
Hi, everybody. Chris says hi, too. Thank you all for joining. Usually Sarah opens up the call, so I'm a little out of my element now. So we have a couple people that I've invited, Judy, Karen, Deb, Miss Deb back there, to share this product with you and what it can do for everybody, not only as a customer, but also the opportunity that can give you. I have Casey and Carmen on the call as well. They not only have been through the launch call, but they have also decided themselves to sign up as distributors of the product. And so yay for that. And they got a couple of their potential customers, or maybe fellow entrepreneurs on the call with us. As most of you know that know me, my family has hit a really rough patch lately, not only health-wise, but financial-wise, not only in my immediate family with my husband, but my father has struggled with some health issues. And if you know my parents, Judy, Deb, Karen, they work themselves to the bone. And so after learning about this product, I couldn't not share it with everybody that I knew that I thought could benefit from everything that it does. So I definitely obviously got my parents on it immediately. Karen has also decided to become a customer, and she wanted to join the call again to get even more information on the product because she has agreed to help out with some referrals. She knows a lot of the community that could benefit from this product as well. Deb, I decided, Deb and Judy both to get you on the call as well, just health-wise. I think that you would really benefit from the stuff that this product offers. I do not have as good a story yet like Sarah and Christy do as what it's offered as opportunity-wise, but I've really seen that the sky is the limit with what LifeVantage can offer for an opportunity and supplemental income. So with that, I will hand it over to Christy so she can kind of expand on that.
Thank you. Your story is just really your vision of where you want to take this. And I love that you say the sky is the limit because it absolutely is. And I'm Christy. I'm here in Grand Junction, Colorado. And I was introduced to this industry just, 5.5 years ago when I had lost everything, my husband and I, literally overnight. So I really feel for people like Shanna and Chris and just everybody else right now who their future looks a little fuzzy right now until this opportunity, dropped in my lap. And it was actually with a different company just for 2.5 years. It was a startup company. But, Dave and I met when I was 21 and he had 2 little boys at the time and we had 2 more kids. So raising 4 kids at such a young age and, jobs that we loved and just kind of noses to the grindstone. He was in the Navy for 22 years and then he worked for corporate and had his own business. And I was in medical aesthetics for the last 22 years, but just nose to the grindstone, just working hard like most everybody out there, right? And we thought that we were nearing kind of our 50s and we thought that owning our own businesses would get us to reach our financial dreams and dreams of having some freedom. And I lost my business, like I said, overnight to a failed partnership. It was doing really, really well. It was a medical clinic practicing disease prevention and cosmetic dermatology under one roof. And Dave's business just wasn't paying the bills. And we kind of took a breath of air and just to assess our situation. And I was almost, like I said, I was nearing 50. Dave was already in his 50s. Our youngest of 4 kids was about to graduate high school, and our oldest were starting to have kids. And we were not where we planned on being. We thought we'd totally have the money to go visit our kids and grandkids and be able to do family trips together and help our daughter pay for nursing school and weddings and all of that stuff like the second phase of life is supposed to offer. And so when literally the week where hell broke loose was when I was introduced to a network marketing opportunity. And I really just saw it as a door opening and really our only hope to fast track and towards retirement, and to reach our dreams as quickly as possible. Because I really believe life is too short and we just got to live it to the fullest. So then that company it was a startup, just like all brick and mortar businesses. They just fail. Most of them, 90% of brick and mortar businesses and network marketing businesses fail in their first 3 to 5 years. They can't get off the ground. So when that happened to me and I was jumping ship, I wanted to look for a company that had already gone through the growing pains. It was publicly traded and all of these things that I'm going to touch on here later. But this is the most fulfilling work I've ever been in, because I can help people like Shanna and Chris and Sarah, who's here on with us, just help reach their dreams. And so it's going to give me the greatest joy, and it already has, to see Shanna just like running with it in these last 9 days. Anyway, I'm just falling in love with this family, and I just met them. So this is all about just living longer, better, because it really doesn't matter how long we live, right? If we live to our 80s or 90s, if our bodies start breaking down at age 65 or 70. And that's what I noticed as a young medical esthetician. I worked for a dermatologist, when I was in my 20s, and I'm just hearing story after story after story of people in my chair really concerned with the same thing. It didn't matter if they're men or women or how much money they had or where they were from. Everyone had the same concerns of aging, not sleeping well, knowing they're not eating well, knowing they're not exercising or taking care of themselves. Everybody's stressed, and stress does, a number of things to our bodies and our aging and disease processes. So that's how I became kind of this more holistic practitioner. And so what if, there was something out there, this little yellow pill, which there is, that's right here, and it contained like 5 plant ingredients our bodies actually recognize. And what if this was studied by our National Institutes of Aging? It's an actual government funded program. Its main objective is to figure out how Americans can live longer, better, healthier lives. So they studied this for 10 years. And at the end of the 10 years, they learned that, wow, it actually extends quality of life in male mammals. That's an average of 4 to 6 years in a human being. And what if people are actually looking for this now more than ever before, and we can actually build a business around it? Well, guys, that's what we're doing, and that's what we're here to talk about. So it all started back in 2003 when this little guide was formulated. And then in 2005, John Quinones of ABC Primetime Investigative Report went to go debunk the theory that there's this actual natural plant-based pill that reduces the number one cause of aging and disease, and that's cellular oxidative stress and inflammation. So if you have not watched this 6-minute video, please ask Shanna for it and watch it. It's astounding. It's the best third-party tool we can show you. Why we still show it is because nothing's changed. There's nothing else still like this to this day that can do this, but that actually spawned other universities and institutions to do their own self-funded study on this product. And so this report aired. John Quinones gets his blood drawn. 2 weeks later, gets his blood drawn again after taking Protandim once a day for 2 weeks. His oxidative stress levels went down 45% in those 2 weeks. This was huge news. So we had this huge amount of sales. The product was actually on the shelves of CVS and GNC and Whole Foods, and then they just stabilized and then dropped because they realized, wow, the kid making $8 an hour at CVS Pharmacy is not going to take the time like I am right now to explain why this is so different than anything else out there on the shelves. So that's when in 2009, the company decided to really push this product through a network of people. And that is another thing that really sets us apart from any other company out there, that we actually had a product first that was studied and on the shelves and people were buying it. And then we actually had to put it into network marketing because we had to take the time to share the story. We're publicly traded. Everything's clear and transparent. So everything I share with you is legal and very clear. So again, think about those daily conversations like I started listening to when I was this young esthetician. On a daily basis, people are complaining that they're tired, they have aches and pains, they have no energy. So many people now, you guys, have these low-grade headaches or migraines. I hear that all the time. That is a signal that your body is telling you something, it's not right. No one's sleeping very well, a lot of anxiety and depression, hormones are out of whack. So why are we feeling so bad more than ever before? Why is disease on the rise? It's because we're really being hijacked more now than ever before. Think about like the generations before the Industrial Revolution, grandparents, great-grandparents, and before that. They didn't have the crazy like chronic diseases that we have now. It's because they lived more off the land. They were growing their own foods. Their water was cleaner, their air was cleaner, they were just out physically active more. They were not exposed to all the processed foods and fast foods and the EMFs that we're getting from our cell phones and computers and microwaves and all this technology, right? You guys, back then, soil was actually really good for us. It had bacteria in it that is B12. Vitamins and minerals. So plants that grew from the soil, we would get all of these vitamins and minerals. And animals that were eating grasses from the soil, same thing. It's depleted of vitamins and minerals. It's filled with herbicides and pesticides, as are all the foods that we eat. So we're exposed to more and more toxins than ever before, and our bodies actually have a way to reduce kind of the toxic environment. So that the toxins create free radicals in our body, attacks our cells, which is called oxidative stress / inflammation. They're kind of one and the same. That is the root cause of all disease and aging. Well, our cells have its own mechanism to shoot out antioxidants to neutralize those free radicals that are happening. But they just can't keep up. Our bodies can't keep up anymore because we're being so hijacked. This is why disease is on the rise. Cancer, heart disease, autoimmune diseases, you guys, are on the rise because of this. So what are most people doing all these years? They're grabbing like vitamins and supplements and over-the-counter pain medications and sleeping aids and energy drinks, right? They're just putting a Band-Aid on the root cause of what's going on. They're doing more harm than good. For instance, your multivitamins, your vitamins A, C, and E, those antioxidant vitamins, our bodies don't recognize those high doses of synthetic ingredients. There are studies now showing that they're doing way more harm than good. Of course, over-the-counter pain meds like ibuprofen, Tylenol, they are toxic long-term. These energy drinks filled with chemicals and sugars and artificial everything, just giving us this temporary stimulation, totally bad for our bodies, right? So it's like, stop the madness. Let's do this thing called biohacking. And the really cool thing is biohacking was not really a common word, even a year and a half ago. It is becoming more and more understood and well known. And all it really means is taking control of our own biology, like starting to do things that our bodies recognize and they're activated, they feel better. And you guys, there are going to be the next generations to come, they're going to live way longer into their 120s, 140s, and beyond because of this whole biohacking understanding now. There's a book called Lifespan by Dr. David Sinclair that just came out last fall. He talks about sirtuins, which I'm going to talk about here in just a moment. And, living longer better, that's a thing. So start like reading and understanding what biohacking really is. And it's very simple things that we can do. Tomorrow, I'm actually doing a presentation on biohacking beauty from the inside out. A lot of stuff that I'm sharing now and some other tips and tricks to biohack beauty. So it's all about nutrigenomics. It's taking plant-based compounds or nutritional compounds that our bodies actually recognize and formulating them so they change gene expression. Yes, we can change gene expression. We no longer are a victim to most genetic things that happen, like Alzheimer's. We can't blame Alzheimer's or dementia or depression or heart disease or most cancers on our genetics, because we can actually change the course through nutrigenomics. So this little yellow pill that I talked about earlier, it is actually a product in nutrigenomics, and they didn't even know this word probably back then in 2003. This is a huge market right now. It's expected to reach over 17 trillion in just the next 3 years. So think about it. We've got this business and products. We're so far ahead of the game of this, trend that's happening right now. It's really exciting. So again, this little guy, Protandim Nerve 2, it's a Nerve 2 activator. So it's activating those cells to crank out their own antioxidants like nothing else we can be doing can. It contains just 5 herbs. A lot of you and everyone we're talking to are trying to take turmeric, right? Turmeric's included in this. Oh my gosh, my dad, he buys turmeric off the shelf. Do we even know it's turmeric? Where does it come from? Is it filled with herbicides and pesticides? And is it pure, right? But sprinkling it on everything, and green tea. So these 5 plant ingredients are great on their own, but the magic is in the synergy of all 5 plant ingredients compressed in this whatever formula that's patented now to activate Nerve 2. So remember, I told you that other research institutions started to do their own self-funded study. This is a big deal on this product. So you see the list of all of the research institutions that have their own studies. They're actually published on PubMed.gov. That's our U.S. Library of Medicine, National Institutes of Health. So you guys who have a healthcare background, we go to PubMed to look at studies that have been tried and true and published. So no other, supplement out there has been so studied and published on PubMed. So if you're one of those researcher types, go there, type in oxidative stress. You're going to see over 200,000 diseases associated with oxidative stress. And type in Protandim, and you're going to see our 26 published studies. And there's still ongoing studies, you guys. But one of them, I like to mention, is on osteoarthritis. Another one is on multiple sclerosis. And then the one by the National Institutes of Aging about longevity, that's there as well. So here's just a visual of how the free radicals attacking cells, causing oxidative stress, what it affects. I mean, every, organ of our body, everything you can think of. It's the root cause of all disease. So what neutralizes oxidative stress? Antioxidants. Where do we get antioxidants that our bodies actually recognize? No, not from antioxidant like multivitamins that are synthetic antioxidants. From plant foods. Think about this. Foods that Mother Nature provides us. We're supposed to be eating them because our bodies recognize all of the phytonutrients that plant foods can give us, right? And different colors and different varieties offer different types of nutrients. So that's why, you want to listen to your mom and your grandma and eat all your vegetables and your greens and your berries. So we are making trillions of free radicals every single day. So one direct antioxidant from a food source neutralizes 1 free radical. So say a carton of blueberries has 16,000 antioxidants. That's awesome, right? Eat those carton of blueberries every single day, plus a bunch of other stuff. We're neutralizing 16,000, 30,000 and free radicals in our body. But you guys, activating Nerve 2 with Protandim neutralizes 1 million free radicals. So if you think about every single day of our life, if we are taking our Protandim Nerve 2, it is going to neutralize 1 million every single day, right? And so it's keeping oxidative stress levels at an all-time low. In the first month, like I said, it's been proven 100% of the time in 100% of the cases to lower oxidative stress by 40% in the first month. After 120 days, the scientists that formulated this couldn't distinguish the oxidative stress levels of an 80-year-old to a 20-year-old. So when I'm 80, I really hope I will have the oxidative stress levels of a 20-year-old. Who doesn't want that, right? That is why it has been proven to actually extend life. It's not magic. It's just keeping that oxidative stress levels at bay. So that's why this is so huge, you guys. And that's why we're locking arms and we've got to get this word out. to as many people as possible, those who we love. So again, lowering oxidative stress by 40%. I told you it extends life. So glutathione here. Glutathione, you might have heard a little bit about glutathione here and there. Athletes love glutathione. Glutathione is the mother of all antioxidants. It's made in our bodies by our bodies, and it just naturally depletes as we age. For those of you who like to drink wine and imbibe here and there, what happens, when we're young, we can drink alcohol and not have hangovers. And I don't think, Shanna, you've heard me say this yet, but as you age, we start to get hangovers, right? Why is that? Because it's actually, we're losing our glutathione, that antioxidant gene that's helping to keep the hangovers at bay. So my brother-in-law, I'm just gonna be real with you, he takes this just for that. He loves his red wine, and they drink a lot every single night, and he loves this just for that. I'm like, okay, whatever. So glutathione is made in our bodies by our bodies. So to increase it by 300%, that is huge in every way. I could talk 30 minutes on what the benefits of glutathione. So again, if you're saying, well, I'm already drinking green tea, I'm already taking curcumin, turmeric, protandim is 1,800% more effective than the individual components at activating that nerve too. Okay, so just moving on to some other really key products that we have. So our company's like, okay, we're addressing now the number one root cause of aging and disease. What's the number two cause? And that is the destruction of our mitochondria. The mitochondria, if you remember from 7th grade science, is the powerhouse of our cell, the brain of our cell. And just natural aging, the mitochondria start to break down. Once we have no mitochondria, we're dead. We need mitochondria, obviously, to live. So they've figured out a way to bring these 5 different plant ingredients and synergize them so they activate our NRF1 pathway, which just simply means activating our mitochondria, boosting their production, increasing cellular health. So now imagine, think of a cell, we're reducing that inflammation, and we're building up the energy in our cell. I mean, think of how one must feel. Alpha lipoic acid and coenzyme Q10 and actually grape extract are being prescribed by physicians just for heart health. So again, this is a synergistic effect of all 5. And then another thing we really want to mention is, Hippocrates back in the 1700s, he knew that all disease starts in the gut. That is his quote. All disease starts with the gut. So an unhealthy gut means an unhealthy brain. Again, think Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, depression. An unhealthy gut leads to a poor immune system. An unhealthy gut leads to weight gain because our guts are unable to absorb good nutrients from food. So our guts are really difficult. It's very difficult to keep them healthy, even if we eat super clean. What happens is just like one course of antibiotics, for instance, and think about, I was on antibiotics as a kid for this or that, right? One course destroys our gut flora for 1 full year, and it's really difficult to bring that back. And then if we're taking ibuprofen here and there and not eating well and all, it just destroys it even more. Most people are taking a probiotic because they know how healthy a probiotic is for us. But what they don't know, and I didn't realize this for like 6 years, is that most probiotics just die when they hit the stomach acid. So those fancy yogurts that are out there, even kombucha, I love kombucha, I still drink it, but not for the probiotic effect. They just die when they hit the stomach acid. So our probio comes in little spheres. You take 3 a day, and it gets past the stomach acid through this biotract formula, and it's time released to get that good, healthy bacteria to the small and large intestines to do what it, wants, that needs to be doing, nourishing our gut. This is a game changer, you guys. And we actually have a prebiotic that you mix with water, and there's 2 reasons for it. The prebiotic is like the fertilizer for the probiotic. And also it makes you feel full. It has fiber in it. So it makes you feel full. So you take it on an empty stomach before you eat your biggest meal. Then my husband and I, Dave, we drink it with our probio on an empty stomach before we go to bed. And you can do it first thing in the morning just on an empty stomach for 20 minutes. But again, it's just going to help you feel less bloated, less gassy, and then all the other things that I told you about. And then just poop more. We all need to be pooping like a lot more than most people are, because it's healthy for our system. It's healthy for our skin to be doing that. Okay, so omegas, fish oils. Again, a lot of physicians are prescribing fish oils because we know that good, clean, fatty fish oils are good for our brain and our heart and our joints and our skin. So a lot of people are just running to, say, Costco and buying fish oils, and then they take them for a while and they are tired of their fishy burps that they get. Well, I want you to think about if you were to go to a restaurant and order fish, and you go home and you burp up these disgusting fishy burps, wouldn't you be thinking, okay, that was a bad piece of fish. I'm not going to that restaurant again. Same thing with fish oils, you guys. You got to know what's in your stuff that you're taking. So these omegas come from two sources, Alaskan cod and Norwegian pollock. Two, cold water fatty fish, and they're tested for purity, potency, any kind of heavy metals from boat to bottle. You can actually bite into a gel cap and it's just clean, pure. It doesn't taste fishy at all. So filled with omega-3s and 7s. So just know that we get a lot of omega-6s in our diet from like oils and packaged foods and processed foods, margarines, lots and lots of omega-6s. But we're not balancing out with omega-3s and 7s, and that imbalance throws our bodies out of whack. So that's why we've got to bring in 3s and 7s. So the 4 products I just mentioned, the Nerf 2, the Nerf 1, the ProBio, and the omegas are part of what's called the Vitality Stack. That's won awards, this 2018 Stevie Award. It is addressing all of the different systems in our body, right? Working synergistically together. So you can toss out the multivitamins and all these crazy things that don't have studies and the proof that it actually is your body's recognizing it. So these 4 products are activating our bodies and organs to just function better and perform better. So let's talk energy drinks for a minute, because this is a huge business right now. Again, now that you have an understanding of biohacking and nutrigenomics, think about like Red Bulls and Gatorades and Monsters and even all those fancy coffee drinks and tea drinks. Do you think they're actually biohacking our energy, like biohacking our brain? No. So Axio is a powder that you flavor your water with, and it's just loaded with brain food. Lots of vitamin Bs and DMAE and pine bark and quercetin. And there's decaf and caffeinated. Even the caffeine, you guys, isn't like crazy caffeine. And no artificial anything, sweetened with stevia, and it is reducing your mental fatigue. So it gives you this good, clean energy without like the jitters and without stimulants. So this was done, there's a lot of physicians and healthcare practitioners part of LifeVantage. And so, of course, they're kind of all doing their own little studies. And this is a neurologist, part of LifeVantage. And he saw some amazing things when it came to ADD, autism, and ADHD as well. So he did this brain mapping on an ADD teen with Nerf 2, Nerf 1, and Axio, and these are the results. We cannot claim that our products treat or mitigate or cure a disease, but there's a lot of great things happening when you biohack with our products. So biohacking beauty, we're taking that Nerf 2 technology to skincare now. And I want you to think about skin in general. So inflammation on the skin like acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, even wrinkles and sunspots, puffy eyes, that's all inflammation coming from within. So being on the Vitality Stack is going to feed our skin. Our skin's a telltale sign of what's going on in the inside, right? So you're going to see this beautiful skin coming out, inflammation going down, skin issues going down. But of course, we're all needing to use skin care topically to address the environmental damage. So this is Nerf 2. Again, turmeric, milk thistle, bacopa, green tea, no chemicals, you guys. It's super clean, and it's new technology. It works on any skin type. I know it's hard to understand, but the anti-aging cream was the second product that LifeVantage had after the Protandim Nerve 2. What they did back in the day is crush up the Nerve 2, make it into a paste, and put it on skin conditions. Saw some incredible changes happening into the skin. So they made the anti-aging cream. They actually tested the anti-aging cream against retinol, and in 1 week, it did a better job at collagen synthesis than retinol did, which is very inflammatory on the skin, and it sensitizes the skin. So beautiful. It lasts like 3 to 4 months. It's only $140. I sell eye serums for $120. It lasts 1 month. And a beautiful hand cream that's like 3.38 ounces for $12. This is amazing stuff. I actually put hand cream, mix it with the perfecting lotion, and use it as a body lotion. True Science hair system. Again, clean, non-toxic, Nerve 2 technology affecting every strand of our hair, smoothing and making it thicker, and then activating our Nerve 2 on the scalp. I'm going to show you some photos. You won't believe it. Again, completely clean. So most hair growth systems, all hair growth systems out there are filled with chemicals. So bad, because our skin absorbs it. So we've got some patented technology that is like out of this world that nobody's ever heard of before. And I have to mention our pet tandem, chewable Nerf 2 for dogs and cats. And then if you guys know anybody in the equine community, I know that Shanna and Chris do, and they're her parents, but they're giving Nerf 2 activation human formula on horses. So if this is your area of interest, ask Shanna to invite you into our Biohack Your Horse and Dog group. So this is just a snapshot of our just simple biohacking products and the stories. Our customers, I get texts every day, all day long, from happy customers, happy distributors, feeling so good, less aches and pains, increased energy, better mood, brain fog being lifted, colors are just like brighter and bolder, deep sleep to where you're dreaming again, improved athletic performance and recovery, no doubt. I mean, Dave and I are athletes. I'm almost 54, he's 59, and we don't get sore. I honestly feel like I'm 30 when I'm working out, and that's really important for your body to recover quickly. Healthier skin, hair, nails, and of course gut issues like gassy and bloaty and weight management. Dave, all he says to his buddies is, oh my God, I haven't had to take ibuprofen in 3.5 years. Like, it just blows him away because he used to take it like candy, like most people do. So here's proof is in the pudding, right? So these are, my photos are the dark here. They're on the left, 6 weeks after using the hair system. Erica, my friend right here in the middle, 28 years old. She was diagnosed with alopecia, and that is her results after just 5 weeks. And then her friend Amanda over here on the right so Erica saw my before and after photos I posted on social media. This is the beauty, you guys, of this business of being on social media. We're not spammy, but I was pretty impressed with my photos, so I posted my before and after photos right after the hair care launched. Not knowing that my friend Erica, I've known her since she was in 2nd grade. She's friends with my son. She's now living in Texas. She was suffering from alopecia. I had no idea. Just had twin boys, was going to go get hair plugs. She saw my post. She got on the hair system, had amazing results. She was in tears, and her skin photos are below. She became a distributor. She posted her photos. Amanda on the right, she was suffering from alopecia for 8 years, tried everything. And she started using, and I'm just going to have to say this, she used the shampoo and conditioner, wasn't even using the scalp system. I don't get it. But this is her results. She just went live on her Facebook sharing her results. I mean, you guys, our products are changing lives. Like, it's so heartwarming. If you love to help people, this is for you. So again, this is skin issues coming from the inside and out. Vitality Stack inside, skincare on the outside. Because I'm in my 50s, I just wanted to gather my biohacking babes that have been using the products and do this little shareable here. And there's a lot more people out there, but I just gathered this small group. And then Milena on the left, that is just showing you, again, no, she has not had laser or skin peels or Botox. That is simply using the Vitality Stack and the True Science for 4.5 years, slowing down the aging process. Right there, reducing inflammation. Collagen, your skin is just healthier. body is functioning better. And that's just, that picture says it all. Just wanted to throw this out there, you guys. We've got some Mother's Day specials on the skin systems, different ones here going through the end of May. Now is the time to really take advantage since they're on savings right now. Again, the skin system is going to last you 3 to 4 months. So take photos before you take any of our products. Assess where you are. Give yourself a baseline. We actually have a customer evaluation form to fill out. So anything from sleep to aches and pains to energy, you want to give yourself a baseline. Take photos because you will be like these other people in the pictures. Your body will change over time. So this is a great time to take advantage of the skin system here. So, you know, this business, obviously, we're all loving it, and it has been life-changing, and it is the day of the future, you guys. It's the day and age where social entrepreneurship is where it's at. So 5.5 years ago, when I was introduced to network marketing, like I told you, at the lowest point of our lives, and we had just lost businesses and we had to fast track towards retirement, I'm like, I know this works. I'm going to figure out how it works. I'm going to work it like a professional. I don't want to be all like the unprofessional people that do it. And I'm going to teach my team to do the same. And you guys, it has allowed us to now be able to travel and visit our kids and grandkids, have relationships with them. Yes, you know, grandma is on the phone doing business. I'm working hard, but I can work from anywhere. We've got that freedom. You know, my next goal is to retire Dave. I have learned to make this a 6-figure income now twice. This industry in our last company and this company, residually, this is, you know, we're building a legacy that can be handed down to our kids, and we're just building this residual income. I was at a party the other night, Saturday night, talking to a friend of mine who they're in their 40s, so younger than we are, and they're investing in apartments and homes and, you know, and like real estate rentals. And it's going to take a long time, right, before they're actually making some residual income from it. And so she asked me if I was, you know, had ever done rentals. And I said, no, you know, I'm just pouring all my time into my home-based business and creating that residual income. And there's no risk involved, you guys. I had to put no money down. It's just my own products I'm buying. There's no monthly cost other than my own and my family's products. It is the perfect side gig, work from anywhere. We're able to social share. So, you know, in social media now, we can teach you how. No physical locations, assets. We don't have any product inventory. No online. We have an online shopping portal that works like Amazon. That doesn't cost us a thing, but we can send it to our customers. They order product. They enroll as distributors. It creates reports for us. I can keep track of my entire 6-figure business free to us completely. And I'm throwing out that I've built this business not just because I want you to realize that the sky is the limit. Like Shanna said, anyone can do it. If I can do it with no experience, anybody can do it. And LifeVantage, we're tapped into the biggest, fastest growing industry, which is the wellness segment, right? And we're in every category: hair care, weight loss, energy, pet care, skincare, and anti-aging. And all we're doing is we're building a network of consumers. 80% of our business is just consumer based. And the really cool thing now, you guys, is that consumers are savvier than ever before. Just in these last few months, they now understand they've got to toss aside the crap that they've been taking and start using like new technology, start biohacking. So they're looking for the products. They've got time to look over our website and watch the videos we're sending them. There's a new awareness of biohacking. They're purchasing everything online, of course, on monthly subscription, drop to your door. It's not even a question in anyone's mind anymore. That's what they want, convenience. And we're all back to the basics of just referring each other to friends and family. You know, forget advertisements. No one's looking at advertisements anymore, or TV commercials, right? And like, if you really have the heart to understand that friends don't let friends have oxidative stress, you're going to share this product with everybody you know, right? So that's all we're doing. And then of course we're going to come across people that like have an entrepreneurial mind and they're going to get this. So if it's not for you, that's okay, but please think of other people that have that entrepreneurial spirit that would want to lock arms with Shanna, right? So the timing in, you know, in this industry, you've got to look at things like timing, just like in real estate. So the timing is better than ever before. You guys, last month, our bid, LifeVantage as a whole, but our team did one of its biggest months ever. Think about that. When all the world was at a standstill, our business was growing bigger than ever before. We are leading the way in this whole nutrigenomics. We've got the product that's tried and tested. It's affordable for everybody. It addresses everybody's concerns. We're publicly traded. Everything's clear and transparent. No risk. It's $50 to start, and then you've got your own products. You want $100 to $200 in the beginning to start making money, and then we can show you how that works, but no financial risk at all. But again, you don't have to be a medical esthetician like I am. Anyone can do this because we've got the system that anyone can plug into. We've got the support, the mentorship, the love, the community of professionals that will lead you the way. And that's what the beauty of it. You can be any age coming onto the team. Pro 3 is really the first rank that you want to hit. This is where Shanna and Chris are going. They're going to be there, no doubt, by the end of next month. And that is, again, a monthly residual income of about $580 a month. 3 out of 4 Americans, you guys, are $500 away from being completely bankrupt. So think of how an extra $580, even raising kids like these guys are, working, you can weave this in and out of your daily life and get to this pretty quickly. That's significant. And we just have a beautiful team. We work together, we support and love each other. And this is just our family. We're going to be doing this the rest of our lives together. It's a lifestyle business. And yes, we like selfies and we travel together and just have so much fun together. So if you're not in our Vitality Rocks, it's our healthy living community. We have more product education there, real customer testimonials in there. We do fun things like I try to share a lot of recipes with all those antioxidant foods to just help you with that and help you live longer, better. So I'm just going to wrap it up by saying, become a customer. I mean, everything we know about aging and disease and nutrition and lack of nutrition, you've got to start biohacking. You know, take the minimum of, you know, if you need to, but just start something, the Nerf 2, the ProBio, and start biohacking and start feeling better, and join our movement if this speaks to you. If you've already been thinking like of 3 or 4 people in your mind that these products or this opportunity can help, then join us and start sharing and start running with Shanna, because she's going to be fun. I can already tell. Or who do you know? Again, it's all about referrals. So that's so sweet that your friend Karen Shanna is on here to just help get knowledgeable so she can refer to you. So I'm going to stop the recording.